Second session of the second day of T2. First session served up some delightful matches and the chance to feast our eyes on the play of players such as Ball, Porta and Ovcharov. Now it's the turn of Team Pearson and Team JJ to do battle with some of the world's best players in their armoury, of course, as well. Look at them go. Team JJ, Jiang Jielan. He's such a character, came in with gusto, almost fell down the steps, which wasn't quite in the plan. And then in came Team Pearson, Jürgen Pearson, the only person not in a hoodie. They look slightly intimidating, but once they've taken their hoods off, it's not quite so bad. And we start with the men. Joo Saehyuk for Team Pearson. Chuang Chih Yuan for Team JJ. Joo Saehyuk lost to Shankun 3-1. That's a match yesterday against Team Rossi, and Chuang Chih Yuan won a tight one against Chen of Team Mays 3-2. So they need the points, their team needs the points, and in round one, here we go with this second session of the second day. Invited audience heading to their bleacher seats at the side of the court. The man who's just settled into his very comfy seat next to me is Gavin Rungay.
Yeah, this is going to be another spectacular game. It's always great when there's the contrast of styles, attack against defence, and it's spectacular defence as well in Joo Saehyuk. You see there, ranked 17 in the world at the moment.
At the age of 37, that's not bad, is it really? Been ranked in the world top 2, of course, for quite some time. Team silver at the London Olympics. And here's Liu Xinan, who we like very much, the man who offered the choice of rock, paper or scissors at one point yesterday when everyone just looked at the coin and didn't make a decision. I like this man's, I like the cut of his jib, as they say. Chuang Chih Yuan, 36 years of age, from Chinese Taipei, just a year younger, of course, than Joo. In the world's top 20 for over a decade. This should be a good one.
And again, you're speaking about ages 36 and 37. There's hope for everyone out there. These guys still, you know, that they're not on the decline. They're still playing at the highest level in the sport.
I was going to say, for some of us who just turned 50, it's not quite so clever. But of course, we're looking at the ever youthful Jiang Jielan, and yeah, he's certainly someone who's got to a certain age and doesn't look it. What I'm particularly upset about, he's got no grey in his hair. That's going to be a tight one. 24 minutes on the clock if you just joined us. Of course, T2 a little bit different. 24-minute matches. We'll get as many games in as we can. If one of the games finishes with less than 2 minutes on the clock left, we go to the kill zone. That's a not timed first to 5. And that's a game and a point like all the others. No juice. 10-11 will do it for us.
3-4.
These two trading blows, these veterans.
Chuang Chih Yuan earlier was practicing against the chop as well. So he thought that this is what the matchup was going to be in the first one.
4-5.
hopefully a portent of things to come. And very lucky to be down in fourth position at ground level. You can just see how much these balls are dipping and swerving. It really is amazing the skill these players have, and that's beautifully done. These players trading blows.
And you can see there that Chuang Chih Yuan, every time he has a slight opportunity, he's targeting the body of the Korean so that he can't get as much spin on his defensive shot.
Once again, the forehand. Still letting Joo down a little bit there. For his first win. Chuang already winning the bag yesterday. Oh, took the edge of the table. You can see Chuang just winding up for the forehand, and then the ball disappeared. Amazing, he actually got the bat on it. Oh, a lovely change. Almost tennis-like in the way you worked him around the table and sent him the other way.
Just opening the hand at the last second, but this is a lot tougher for the attackers, only having the 15 seconds interval between rallies. Heart rate must be racing.
Yeah, and they've already done a lot of work today. Looks like they just rock up and do 24 minutes worth.
9-all.
But the truth is, they were in the gym. There's a table tennis table there at the hotel, having a go for an hour. They've had another warm-up for an hour here. They are very fit people.
Players.
Free low, just bringing the players back to the table. He has yellow and red cards in his armoury. No one's seen one yet so far in this tournament.
10-9.
Beautiful. This time the forehand does work.
It's very deceptive as well, because every time he plays that, his head moves off to the left, ball goes off to the right, opponent goes the other way.
10 points. Yeah, he was not going to defend, was he, Chuang? But he has to concede the first game. Wound up the big forehand. Didn't just get enough topspin on it.
Look at the way he manages to get out to that ball. Covered a lot of ground yesterday, did Joo Saehyuk against Shan Kun. Shan Kun played really well yesterday. We thought that was a bit of a surprise result.
One love. Love 2.
I was surprised by that serve, I think.
Let love 2.
Nice forehand. Not much that Joo could do about that. Just took a touch of the net going through. Just enough to put Chuang off. And the Chinese Taipei athlete under a bit of pressure here.
4-1.
And there it is again. It just shows how much respect there is for this Joo Saehyuk attack, trying to keep the ball tight there.
2-4.
Six points. Every 6 points you can have a quick towel break. And we are enforcing this 15-second rule pretty tightly. So they don't get much of a chance to have a conversation with their coach. Just too powerful in the end. Joo trying to keep it low over the net, not trying to lob it back.
Took until about the 7th or 8th shot to eventually open his hand.
Oh, it's a shame. Shame for Chuang, because that little slap across the table was lovely just before.
What's really awkward when you're playing a defensive player is when they attack. Sometimes then you've forgotten to attack yourself.
6-3.
Yeah, Joo haven't really been. I think the modern defensive players have to attack as well, as you were saying in previous matches, but we haven't seen a lot of him standing back and just chopping the ball back. There's an example of him not standing back and being defensive.
So much pressure because that's a great serve, a reasonable receive, and that's like you're playing a world-class attacker.
3-8.
And Chuang is struggling to find some answers here.
8-4.
That serve will help.
This game's going at some pace, really.
Yep, so what, 14 minutes on the clock? Just over.
Time.
Yeah, so you can see when the rallies are in the first 3 strokes, it's Joo that's twice as successful.
Oh, brilliant from both of them. Big smile from Joo. He played brilliantly, and to lose the point, well.
And straight away the veteran Jürgen Persson, team person, saying, time out, I'm knackered on the bench, you must be knackered out there on the field.
It's a sporting term. Look at that. He knows he plays an utterly astonishing defensive shots there. He managed to chop them right into the corner of the table, and still Chuang came back to him.
And what's spectacular about it is he's just sometimes retrieving that ball from 2 or 3 inches off the ground, chiseling the ball back up off the red Taraflex floor. It's quite spectacular.
And it's also a great spectacle. Fans love it. It's all very well and good attacking and trying to get the game done in 2 or 3 strokes, but it's quite nice to sit back and watch people leathering the ball each side. Joo still ahead though.
8-5.
Timeout gone for Team Persson.
Did well on the full stretch there. Joo Saehyuk just to caress the ball back.
5-10. 11-5. Second game to Zoo from Team Persson. Match break 1 minute.
Excellent work. Wraps that up nice and quickly. And they have raced through this. how it looks at the moment. It was tight the first game, Chuang certainly in it there, but struggling to keep up with the wiles of the 37-year-old. I quite like the combined ages of some of these people, so 36 and 37, you can do the maths. That's 73, isn't it? We have had a combined age of about 30 as well, so it's we've got some real youngsters and some real veterans. It's a really good mix here in T2. And our benches for the audience pretty full now. And our team bench is pretty full as well. Some of them have to go off and get ready, warm up, loosen up, in case it's their turn next.
One love.
Long from Joo. How he dug one of those out from under his toes, I do not know. What a way to win a point.
Just made that one look really easy. Spectacular defence again.
One, two.
Try to go into attack mode. Try the topspin forehand. It was long.
Again, he just seems to get the right quantity of spin on the ball, Joo Saehyuk, either going for the huge backspin chops, sometimes mixing it up with some heavy topspin attacks.
Oh my word, top edge straight into the hands of the ball boy. Well, who says he's a defensive player?
That's when it's really worrying for Chuang Chih Yuan, when a defensive player is out attacking you in a forehand to forehand muscly exchange.
That's good. Good from Chuang, mixing it up, deciding no more of the same old.
Just moving his feet into position a little bit quicker there. Puff of the cheeks again.
Well, referee Lau, he's not going to be kind on the old ones. Time, he says, get on with it. 11 minutes left. I'm tired just watching. It'll be interesting to see whether Chuang, all of a year younger, is any fitter. Certainly a very different physique. Stockier, shorter.
Look at the way he was just able to spring out to that ball. It's so tough when he gets out there. Which corner is he going to go to at the last second? He just moves his wrist either way. You can see the way that ball, as soon as it misses the table, you can see it really checking up on the Taraflex 4.
Oh, just unable to top spin it over the net. Still 10 minutes. It'll take a few seconds in this match. We'll certainly get 4 games in.
4-7.
Chuang Chih Yuan, the captain for Chuang, just gesticulating in the corner there. It's very animated.
7-5.
Chance to take on the towel, and in Chuang Chih Yuan's case a bit of liquids as well. Really wound up there, couldn't quite find his range.
Seven, 5.
So quick fire, we're back in again.
It's supposed to be 15 seconds towel, no towel. There's the first appearance of the session from our pet fly.
7,
Freddie, our
6.
fly, is. Just put a camera on him. Great shots. He started off the day on top of the net, which I thought was a bit rude.
7 all. Eight, 7.
Wow, just made it look so easy.
Again, you don't have a clue there what corner he's going to hit that ball to until that very last second.
Timeout being called. These players blowing a bit at the moment.
Time.
So a huge point coming out.
8, 7.
First point after the timeout.
7,
Let's
9.
push it long. Shake of the head from Chuang, psyching himself up.
7, 10.
Good return of serve coming from Joo. And here's a chance for him to wrap up the third game. It's long.
11, 7.
Well, Chuang started that third game in pretty good nick, it has to be said, but well, the class of Joo just rose through as the game progressed, and it's certainly easy on the eye watching these two.
Yeah, it's a big surprise for me though. Chuang Chih Yuan, renowned for his excellent skills against defensive players, but again, that's when he has 25 to 30 seconds to recover between points. This could be really different.
Fairly comprehensive the last two games.
Fourth game. Zoo to serve. Love all.
7 minutes on the clock. It's not beyond the bounds of possibility of an extra game in here. Even with just 1 second on the clock.
Love 2.
Chuang Chih Yuan there, just speaking to himself, just saying, come on. Need to at least get one set on the board.
1, 2.
It's funny how Joo is described as one of the world's perhaps best ever defensive players, but in this game he has played as many attacking shots as defensive shots.
His game has needed to evolve in the last 12 or 13 years. Since he reached that world final, players have improved since then.
Really just flick that head as he hits the ball, doesn't he? Well, that was a great point. Joo did everything right apart from hit the table at the end.
Sorry.
Came in perhaps with a bit too much vigour.
But it's his experience showing, isn't it, of when to come in and look to attack. He just always seems to be able to pick the right shot to come in. Didn't execute on this occasion though.
3 all. Three, 4.
A little bit long. A little bit tentative from Chuang.
4 all.
Crazy skills really to be able to play that fade flick followed by
3,
long pimple
5,
straight off
3.
the bounce. That's quite special.
That's
5,
long.
4.
Even the best defensive player in the world sometimes misses his range.
A lovely
5
little change
all.
up from Chuang Chih Yuan. That shows that he's still thinking clearly, even at 3 sets adrift.
Five, 6.
Long via the net. Still got what, 3:36 on this. I just wonder, perhaps we'll run out of time. It will be who's ever ahead when the clock goes to 0. You hear the referee call last point. Not quite.
7, 5.
A bit of daylight between the two now.
Surely it couldn't be 5-0 or 4-1. Wow.
Well, they're certainly playing at a decent
Players.
rate for, I could say, a bunch of old pensioners. Well, certainly are in table tennis terms, aren't they? Still taking a blow.
7, 5.
But their performance level hasn't gone down at all.
8, 5.
Could we get into the kill zone? Joo only needs 3 points.
6, 8.
No, it's just too strong.
7, 8.
So it's getting tight. And time is ticking down as well.
More spectacular defence.
9, 7.
Not quite as free-flowing this one, this game, but certainly as intriguing. Joo close to the finishing line.
10, 7.
And a chance to wrap it up, and if he does here, we go into an extra game. Get 5 games in 24 minutes, not too bad. Oh, it's just hit the net and
8,
gone long.
10.
Well, that was some of the best defending you'll see. Having to get in and get back off as well, and it wasn't far away. Defending from all parts of the court.
Eight, 10.
There we go.
8.
44 seconds left on the clock. A 4th game for Joo, and we are in the kill zone.
Next game is a kill zone game.
There we go.
Game 2, 5 points.
Just confirmation as we watch these shots from referee Lau that we are in the kill zone. So don't get too alarmed, it's just a game to 5 with the clock off. But it is a chance. We haven't had a 5-0 yet. It is a chance for Joo to make a bit of T2 history.
Chuang to serve, love all. One love.
It's also a chance of a little bit of redemption for Chuang. Can get off to a really good start.
That's another huge point there. He was about 10 metres back from the net there. Joo Saehyuk still returning the ball with interest and chopping quite deep as well.
Excellent stuff again from Joo. Wasn't quite out here in our competitive position, but he wasn't far away from us, and he just kept going. Not the greatest forehand you'll ever see from Joo.
What we would call poor shot selection, and there's been very little of that from the man from Korea so far.
And for once his radar's off, and Chuang within 2 points of taking a game. This is where players have to realise that a good start actually equates to winning the game in the kill zone. Touch a net as it went through. Nothing much that Chuang Chih Yuan could do about that. So a chance, a game point for Chuang Chih Yuan. Joo there with the serve. Oh, yes. Well, how about that? Under the cosh, facing the prospect of a 5-0 whitewash, he managed to get his game together and take the kill zone. And so it's 4-1. But Team Pearson still take the vast majority of the points. Joo as well, of course, personal and team points, and a small financial consideration as well for winning.
And I think after that, Joo might be at the top of the individual standings. Did really well to win that one, 4-1, and that's going to add up. That set score. Yeah,
the kill zone's going to sting a bit, but there you go. And yeah, all struggling with their serve, it has to be said. And Joo enjoying a healthy percentage on returns. And as we saw earlier on, his percentage of wins within the first 3 strokes is also impressive for somebody who's a defensive player.
Yeah, some very impressive stats there.
29 unforced errors for Chuang Chih Yuan. That will have hurt his game plan. We saw some spectacular play from both these players. And it is astonishing to think of a defensive player playing like that. This is a bit more what you expect from somebody who's a chopper. It's interesting to see that serve in slow motion. Almost cuts himself in half when he serves. It's to get the angle, to get the spin. Look how close the defensive player is playing.
That was one of the spectacular ones, that he took the long pimple right off the bounce, and you know, it's very difficult to describe how difficult that is to do.
It was just a frustrating day at the office for Chuang Chih Yuan. Didn't play poorly, but he did end up on the wrong end of a 4-1 beating by Joo Saehyuk.